been talking a lot about summarizing with our book reviews, okay? We're going to dig a little bit deeper and talk about nonfiction summary, okay? Summarizing nonfiction text. Callie, can you tell the class what nonfiction is?
Like something that's real and it like gives you real facts.
Right, okay. So think about, turn and talk when I say, but turn and talk and think about a book that would be nonfiction, okay? 1, 2, teach.
1, 2, okay.
Just quickly, this won't take long. Preston, what'd you talk about?
Well, it could be about like pretty much anything, like animals, people, sports, and
Okay, so it's not made up information, right? Okay, it's real information. Okay, so I have a mirrors for us today. You guys love our mirrors. Summarizing nonfiction. It's a summary of nonfiction text retells the most important information in your own words. Remember how when we're doing our book reviews, you're not giving me the whole story, right? And you want to leave out some of those details because if I were to want to still read that book, okay, I don't want to give the ending. Okay? So it's telling it in your words. All right? So, how to summarize nonfiction. I have our mirrors, so let's everybody up. See if I can still get up here. All right. Okay, class, mirrors up.
Mirrors up.
Summarizing nonfiction.
Summarizing nonfiction
Is telling who or what.
is telling who or what
Did what.
did what,
When, where, why, and how.
when, where, why, and how.
Mirrors away.
Mirrors away.
Okay, so see how I just stay standing. So see how I have my little hand there? That can kind of be a clue of the things that you need to answer when you're talking about your nonfiction text. Okay, do you want to try it again?
yeah.
Okay. Class, mirrors up.
Mirrors up.
Summarizing nonfiction is
Summarizing nonfiction is
telling who or what
telling who or what
did what,
did what,
when, where, why, and how.
when, where, why, and how.
Mirrors away.
Mirrors away.
Okay, you can have a seat. When we talked about summarizing, we used, you remember the somebody wanted but so then. Okay, so it's a little bit different with nonfiction. Still kind of the same concept. Okay. What I want you to do is grab out, we're going to get this in our vocab notebook or in our notebook. Okay, we're just going to write down the definition and then we're going to practice this. Okay, so I need you to take out your reader's notebook that you have in front of you. This one doesn't have one that we're going to cut out, okay, like we did with summary. So you're just going to, so go after, I think we did informational text was our last one. If you have a question, please just make sure you're raising your hand, okay, otherwise we have a lot of talking. You don't need to fill out the table of contents. We're going to go after informational text. David, we're going to go after informational text. Turn to the next page.
I'm using pencil and marker.
You are going to grab your pencil, and at the top you're going to write summarizing nonfiction, just like I have here. So you're using your pencil and you're writing summarizing nonfiction. Yeah, if the clipboard helps, that's fine. Summarizing nonfiction. Then you can go ahead and write, a summary of nonfiction text retells the most important information in your own words. So exactly what I have up here. Everybody see it? You got this, Landon. It's right here.
And then we just write the purple stuff under the. Okay.
This is this definition, yeah. We're going to save some room because the little reading that we're going to do today, the nonfiction reading, you might find some vocab words that we're going to fit in there. since most of you are done, let's have you turn and talk now in your own words. I want you to talk to your partner about what nonfiction summarizing is in your own words, okay? Try not to look up here. Try to remember what we did with our mirrors, okay? And then also remember that accountable talk that we've been using. So I agree with you, or I hear you say this. I agree with you because, or I disagree with you because. Is it okay to disagree? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, teach.
1, 2, okay.
Where should your pencil be right now?
Kind of like writing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like that. So it would be, you're going back through the book, but you're not giving an ending, and it's just you're telling a little glimpse of like parts of the story.
Where?
So it's not like you're telling all the way up until the end.
So who or what
They
did what?
So like,
Where did they do it? When did they do it? Why did they do it? And how did they?
how did they do it? Why did they do it? So it's putting the information the more.
Who what? Did what? Where they did it? When they did it? Why they did it? And how they did it?
Okay, Elena, what did Otto talk to you about?
It's like going back in the book and going through and summarizing it, where telling important details in the book.
Okay. And it might not necessarily be a big book, right? It might just be a passage. Okay, that's what we're going to do today. Inger, what did you and Emma talk about?
We said like the ways to do it, and then like just like a little summary about the book, like what they did, why they did it.
Okay. We're gonna need. We'll obviously do some more work with nonfiction, but for today, we're gonna read an article about honeybees. This would be a nonfiction article, right? Okay. Well, I'm going to read it to you today. You are going to take your highlighter, and I want you. Okay. Now we've practiced with highlighters before. We're not gonna highlight the whole thing, right? We're not gonna highlight the whole paragraph. We want to find important parts of it. Okay? Very good. And you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't even read these to you. But use questioning strategy. Okay? So that's our questions. Retell this information in your own words. Retell in logical order. Okay? We did that when we did our wax museum. When we had to talk about our person. Inger, do you have something you want to say about that?
Yeah, like don't say Hans got away. I died in something to start.
Okay, that, but do you remember when we did our timelines, you wanted it to be in logical order. We didn't want to talk about their death and then talk about their childhood, right? Okay? And then leave out unimportant details. So you might find some things in here that you wouldn't necessarily, they're still maybe important, but you wouldn't have to give in your summary. Okay? So you're going to put this on your clipboard. Okay, and I'm also going to tell you a little trick. A lot of times, authors, in a paragraph, that very first sentence, does anybody remember what that very first sentence is called? David, do you remember what that first sentence is called? Otto, do you remember what that first sentence is about? Or what it's called? A what?
I don't know.
Callie, do you remember what that first sentence is called?
The heading?
Okay, not the heading. Emma.
The intro.
No, it starts with a T. No. TS. Topic sentence. Okay? And that's going to give me what? Lily, what's that going to tell me? Topic sentence does what?
It tells you the topic.
Of what?
Of the sentence.
Of the paragraph, right? Okay? Or of the story of, yes. Okay? So our paragraph obviously is about honeybees. Austin, this needs to be on your clipboard right now so that you can highlight. Okay, what I also want you to focus on while we're reading this is maybe highlight some words in there you don't know. Okay, vocab words. You are going to see one that we have talked about in science. Okay, so highlight those vocab words too. All right. I'm going to stop randomly and you'll fill in the words. Okay, that way I know that you are following along with me. Okay, everybody ready? You've got your highlighters. Your pencils can be off to the side. You've got your article in front of you and your highlighter ready to go. Okay? Honeybees are the only insects that provide food for humans. Can you guess what the food is? Honey, of course. Honeybees are
Social.
This means they live together in groups called
Colonies.
Okay. I already see that some of you are not paying attention. How can I tell that? Because you're not reading with me. Remember? When I stop, Austin, what should you be doing?
Highlighting.
Nope. When I stop, what should you be doing, Callie?
Reading.
You're reading it with me. So give me some energy. Okay? Honeybees are social bees. This means they live together in groups called
Colonies.
Thank you. Up to 80,000 honeybees can live in a single colony. Each colony builds a hive made of 6-sided cells. The cells are made with wax the honeybees produce. The queen bee lays eggs in the cells in the center of the
Hive.
Food is stored in the cells surrounding the eggs. Honeybees guard the hive using
Smell.
If they smell bees from other hives or other animals, they will get help from the other honeybees in the colony to help defend their
Colony.
Honeybees go through a life cycle with 4 stages. They begin as tiny white eggs, which are deposited into cells in the center of the hive. The eggs hatch into larvae. Larvae are worm-like
Creatures.
that eat food made by the worker bees. I need to make sure I don't hear everybody. Okay, make sure everybody's responding. Next, the larva changes into the pupa stage. During the pupa stage, the larva develops into an adult bee. When it is fully
Develop.
the adult eats its way out of its cell. This process takes about 21 to 24 days. Honeybees are herbivores. They feed on nectar and pollen from flowers and plants. Honeybees use their tongue and jaws to collect pollen. Honeybees eat pollen for vitamins, protein, and fats. They eat nectar for energy. The extra nectar they collect is used to make
Honey.
Honeybees break down the nectar in their
Stomachs.
Then they deposit the nectar into the cells in the hive. When the water in the nectar evaporates, honey is produced. Evaporates, we've heard that word before, right? Honey is produced. When honeybees find a food source, they let other bees know by doing a
Special dance.
special dance. I didn't know that. This dance actually tells others where the food can be found. Honeybees are not just interesting.
Insects.
They help farmers by pollinating.
Plants.
Some pollen is collected on their legs and wings as they travel from plant to plant. This pollen is deposited on other
Plants.
This process called
Pollination.
helps plants grow well. Some farmers keep beehives on their farms to be sure these creatures will be around to help their crops grow. Okay. Do you see how there's different paragraphs in this passage? Each of those paragraphs have a special TS, topic sentence, okay? You are going to turn and talk right now with your partner. Go through, talk about some of the things that you highlighted, some of the sentences, and then maybe some of the vocab words that you didn't know, okay? We're going to write those in our notebooks here in just a minute. 1, 2, teach.
1, 2, okay.
I need some more energy. What's going on today? 1, 2, teach.
1, 2, okay.
Okay, maybe I just need to give you more energy back. Okay, go. So I'm going to put you with a partner. You are going to cut this out, and I think you guys will be able to, I hope. I have all my faith in you that you're going to be able to follow these directions. I made one last night. And I was able to just, if you read through the directions, it tells you exactly what to do. Okay? Then what's going to happen is how you play this. Okay, so I need everybody to just put their boards down, their markers down, and I need your full attention. Thank you. Okay, you'll get with a partner. So let's say Landon and I were playing. So I'm going to hold it up to him. He's going to pick a word. So think, question, read, or summarize. Read. So I'm going to spell it out. R-E-A-D. Okay, then he's going to pick a number. That's in here. Sorry, that's in here.
1.
Okay, 1. And then he's going to pick one more number. 7. Okay, so he's going to open it up. You're going to read it together. Okay, it's just a short passage. Is it going to be fiction or nonfiction? It's going to be nonfiction because we've been talking about nonfiction today, right? Nonfiction. And then you are going to, on here, together, you're going to come up with just a 1-sentence summary. Okay, I know that's extremely hard to just come up with 1 sentence, but it might be your what?
Topic.
Awesome. It might be your topic sentence. Okay. Notice they don't have a ton of room. We're not writing a full-fledged summary here. We're just practicing picking out those important details. Okay. So again, you're going to get with your partner. You're going to cut this big square out. If you need some help, but I think being with partners, you'll be able to figure this out. Okay? And then that's how you play this. Okay? So you pick a word, spell it out, and then you get to pick 2 different numbers, and then summarize. Okay. I think I'm going to draw sticks today. All right? So here's what I need. Listen to the directions first. Thank you. I need you to put your 4 things away when I say. Austin, I need your eyes up here so that I know you're listening. Okay, you're going to put your 4 things, actually your 3 things away because you'll need your pencil. Okay, you're going to do that quickly and quietly, and then you and your partner are going to come up here. So when I say, David, because I'm going to give you your partners first. Okay, we really need to be listening.
What do we do with the Honey's sheet?
I can collect that. Okay, listen to your partner. Callie and Landon. Austin and Otto. Sydney and Preston. Ryder and Inger. Lily and Emma E. Dan, you'll put in here. Elena and Michaela. And you guys will also have Emma S. Okay? I'll take them.
What about David? Doesn't David go in?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to have David and Elena go together. Okay? All right.